How do you guys feel about Delta Airlines? Are you guys fans?
I think they all suck. All the American airlines.
All of them suck. I think Delta's dope for domestic.
American, United, they're all the same shit.
I don't like United.
I would say out of the three, Delta's on the better end, I think.
Yeah.
When you say better, what do you guys mean by better?
Well, because if you compare the three, American Airlines probably the suckiest, and then United and Delta kind of head to head.
Which one's got the hottest flight attendants?
They've all lost my luggage before.
That's not the same
They've
question.
all f***ing delayed flights before.
I'm not.
They all buy the same Boeing 723 or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, all of them have the same Boeings.
Yeah, it's the same white label
Airbus.
plane.
But what about the flight attendants, dude?
White label.
What about the stewardesses? What about that?
The Asian ones are the hottest.
Little bias.
So Singapore.
How do you feel about the Asian stewardesses versus all other races?
I think they're all equal.
Wow.
Look at that.
Look at that.
But I would say I'm definitely more of a United guy.
I think
Really?
United does a good job, dude.
United, Delta, but I definitely do more United.
Why is United better than the other ones?
You know, honestly, it's probably just because I've had miles and I've used it for a long time, so it's like it works.
I think you guys better internationally with their partners and stuff.
International, I'm flying an Asian airline for sure.
Well, that means you're only going to Asia.
No, dude. What other airline?
You're flying an Asian airline to Greece?
What other airline is
China
when
to
your fucking
Mykonos.
blanket falls off of you when you're sleeping? The stewardess is like, oh, kuchura kastriyo da kru," and they put the blanket on you.
That's not okay.
I think all airlines would do that.
All the American ones, you're literally already like this because you see them bring the food cart and they're still like.
That's because you're sitting in
You
coach.
know, the American stewardesses do suck the most compared to like.
I
They're
literally
mad
got
at you.
fucking-
They're always mad.
I'm sleeping,
They're always mad at the man.
and then they're like,
The guy stewardess,
who wants tobacco?
guy stewardesses are mad at you all the time. That's how I feel. I don't know if you guys feel this way.
Well, the point is that why we're even bringing this up is because we want to know how you feel about the Asian stewardesses versus all other races. Just kidding. There was actually a leaked 2-page document recently from Delta Airlines recruiting officials that specifically told candidates that they need to wear, quote, proper undergarments without being seen, as well as how to adjust their appearances for interviews, specifically not having unconventional hair color. How do you guys feel about that?
Wait, so like, are people coming in looking too sexy?
They're showing whale tail.
Undergarments and hair color?
So yeah, there's specific things that for would-be flight attendants, if you're coming in, especially if you're going to become a flight attendant and also be in like, I guess, interviews / any type of media or whatever to showcase what they are.
So if you're going to be in public view,
Yeah.
you have to adhere to a standard issue underwear.
Proper undergarments that can't be seen.
Well, that means that's a problem, right? I mean,
Yeah, what's it like now?
yeah, like,
Is it because their nipples are coming through their shirt? Like, what is it?
What do you think it is? I mean, they're usually wearing blouses, or like, you know, like
How do you know
scarf.
what underwear they're wearing?
Yeah.
because they're showing it somehow.
somehow.
I didn't know they had uniforms where the G-string is sticking out on the side.
Maybe it's just one of the things they have to put it in writing before it happens.
Oh, or do you think maybe they're talking about like when they're not on shift, but they're like...
That's what he's saying. It's like if you're, let's say that they're like, hey, you work for the airline. What do you think about like a news guy? And then you gotta like, hold on, let me put my underwear on.
This is actually specifically for interviews, actually.
Bro, that's crazy.
Go into interviews for potentially becoming a flight attendant.
Oh, this is for getting the job.
This is for getting the job.
So this person's trying to help out potential candidates.
No, this is their official document that Delta sends to would-be a flight attendant.
How are they giving you rules that you don't work there yet?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the point, right? They're trying to hire a specific look.
They're trying to funnel the right people.
I wouldn't tell them. This would be an inside note. If you come up with like purple ass hair, I would be like, psh, fuck this.
So that's
No wokies here, no wokies.
Hey, but think about all the interviews you have to do.
No wokies.
That's a lot of interviews that you have to go through where you're like, dude, you're showing your G-string. This is not okay. You're probably not
What
Delta
kind of interview
material.
is that?
But apparently it's a problem if they have to write a whole letter about it, right?
How many of these girls are coming in with just nothing but a thong on?
It's probably like the Zoom interviews. They're probably used to that.
Well, okay, how about we take a step back and think about like what type of person has that type of underwear or hair?
But the dumb thing is that applies
Portland
to
stripper.
Doesn't this apply to just job interviews in general? Like, shouldn't you not do that normally?
What?
For any job? Shouldn't you just not go to a job interview with your underwear showing?
Yeah.
I mean,
It
if
seems common sense.
Are
to
we
me.
too focused on underwear?
But they're acting like, nah, for the airline, this is different.
You gotta clean it up.
Yeah.
What was the terminology for the hair?
crazy haircut.
So
Crazy haircut.
does that mean just colored hair? Just like purple hair? Because I think of just purple hair.
I think they
Purple or
mean
blue?
unconventional.
Hair saying that it should be a quote natural looking hue.
So it can't be like
No bright blue or nothing, right?
right.
It does seem like they're just trying to help out the candidates.
You think so? You don't think they're trying to typecast and funnel a specific type of candidate or to exclude?
Yeah, they're like no wokies.
If you want to get a job,
He's
somewhere-
saying no wokies.
No wokies.
How do you feel about
No
it?
wokies.
It
no
seems like
OnlyFans.
common sense.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't go to a job interview like.
But it does seem like nowadays everyone their sense of like what's normal is just kind of all off the map.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like to avoid having to tell them later, hey, you got to change your hair, you got to hide your underwear. They're just telling you now so that you get disqualified prior to.
like if you're already that
Because it's probably
person, don't
messier
even
to be
apply.
like, oh, you got the job, now you have to change your image, and they're like, what? Are you
Oh,
serious?
yeah.
Like, maybe they're just trying to avoid that. Yeah, conflict avoidance.
Conflict avoidance.
People just gotta know like where they really are gonna thrive, right? So if you get like a blue hair wokey, you want them to be your barista.
Yeah.
You want them to be like, you want to walk into a coffee shop and you're like, all right, this is who I want.
They're gonna know my coffee beans.
Yeah. You want like a straight up angry communist to make you espresso. They make the best
Fair trade.
best shit, right? You walk in and it's like some Mormon dude, you're like, this is gonna suck. Fuck that. You walk away. And then yeah, so
Shout out to the Mormons.
yeah.
So how do you feel about your flight attendants? What do you want from a flight attendant? Yeah.
I fly Hawaiian all the time.
What's your experience
So
like?
I got freaking middle-aged Japanese aunties
That's cool, huh?
that are pretty chill.
That's more Bart's alley, right?
Yeah.
That's what he.
No, but if you're not flying Hawaiian, because that's very specific.
If I'm
to
not
it.
flying
Just
Hawaiian,
your standard.
I fly United a lot.
Okay. So what type of stewardess are you looking for?
I like.
The one that gets you excited, like
I like the gay
the
dudes.
communists. Oh,
They're always happy,
Yeah, these are
dude.
really cool.
They're always.
they hook you up on the drinks.
Yeah, their energy's always like, I'm ready to serve. You know?
Is that a gay dude?
Yeah. That's assumed. That's assumed.
Yeah.
It's assumed that they're gay, dude.
So how do you feel about gay dudes?
I think honestly, it just having someone that's cool and like seems like they actually want to be there. Because no one wants to sit, especially you're sitting in coach and you're all like, I'm already uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know? So, and to Bart's point, at least like if you are trying to sleep, just let me fucking sleep.
Yep.
You know? So, I don't know. I think just having someone that's like actually wants to be there, then you're like, okay, cool. I don't really want to be flying right now. So,
Yeah.
you know? I'm just trying to get there, right?
Yeah, because there's you know how there's like bedside manner in hospitals?
Yeah.
There should be fucking flight side manner. Because there's times where I'm sleeping, I'm about to fall asleep, you know, when like the world's about to close on you. And then I'm like on a flight, like Gio's over here. And the lady, I think she's so focused on doing her job, she'll be like, what does your husband want? And I'm like, you could have just whispered that, or you could just read the signs that I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Skip me.
But it's just, they're just so focused on their own shit.
Yeah.
They just probably ran into so much of the other shit where it's like they skip that person and then that person later on is like,
Yeah.
hey, can you get me one of these meals? And then they gotta go all the way back.
can't
They
win,
guess
bro.
what?
They can't win.
That's what you're supposed
Can't win
to
out
do. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you signed up for.
Let them know. I'm not a fucking flight attendant. Let them know.
Oh, you're the fucking flight attendant, union attorney.
But it's not like they don't really give you much anything. Like you don't get food or anything these days. You have
Oh
to
yeah, on
buy
domestic
everything.
flights, yeah, for
So
sure.
it's not like I don't feel like they have that much to
you
do.
can buy nuts and more nuts.
Yeah.
Honestly, nowadays I feel like when someone's sleeping, they can't wait to just go right on by.
They can't wait to hit you with the cart.
Yeah. You were asleep. Sorry, Mr. Chance. That's it. And they leave.
After all of your years in experience hiring different people for like the different companies you work for, from an appearance level, have you ever kind of gotten to understand a certain type of demeanor or attitude from people based off their appearance alone?
Just based off their, probably not.
I don't know what's happening.
If you did get a guy that had
Trying to get you to stereotype.
He's not gonna be like wokies. He's not
It'd
gonna
be funny if you had a guy come in with a like old guy with a bandana and a skateboard. He's like, yeah, I'd love to work here, man.
I think honestly in our industry though, there was just people that wanted to work there, so you didn't really have too many like outside people trying to come in, you know?
Yeah.
Most of the people really wanted to be in the industry. So,
Yeah.
and then the people that kind of would, I'd say kind of jump around or move around, then they've just like had been in the industry.
Right.
I don't feel like there was ever too many times that like people would come in from an interview. I'm like, where did this person come from? You know, like they like wanted to be there.
You want to be part of the community.
Yeah, totally.
They walk in, they're like, "Is this Val Surf?"
They walk in, I'm a communist.
It's like your place. Everyone wants
I
to
do
be in the
remember
tea shop
somebody coming
industry.
in one time in a suit though for an interview, and I was like, wow, dude.
Was that a plus or a minus?
I was just like, yo, like you don't really have to dress up around here.
He's like, you think this skateboarding stuff's gonna take off?
He's all, you know, this is a skate suit, right?
But that was probably the wildest one I saw. And he was a young cat, and I was like, that's cool. Like at least he's trying. You know?
Did he get the job?
Make a good impression.
No.
Yeah.
Do you still interview and hire and stuff?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Because this new generation's interesting.
I do think like what's weird about this new generation, or like I guess like how some of the conflict could be avoided, is if you're applying to work at a company, that company's usually bigger. It's like as an organization, even if it's mom and pop, but they've been around. Every company has its own branding, so find the one that fits your branding versus being the rebel and then trying to bend theirs.
Yeah.
If you are the crazy hair, fucking nose pierced, fucking titties out.
Yeah.
Don't find the most don't find the most professional like airline out there and go, how come you don't bend to me? Just go to Spirit or something. Like find the branding that
It's a
works.
shot at Spirit. I don't really like that.
Yeah, because they're trying to go to like Emiratis or some shit, and they're like, Emirati. You know that famous airline, Emiratis? Emirates? Like, hire me. I only want to work first class where it's $30,000 a ticket, and you better hire me. And it's like,
That is true. That would be a.
Where's your DEI hire?